All right. On Black Friday,
Yes.
you released your new book, Motley Crue book.
Yes, I did.
And a lot of people, don't realize that the time and effort that it takes to, number one, write a book, then self-publish the book.
Right.
And then on top of that, because of the new, medium and, that's available out there, you also read the book.
Yes.
And you did, you did your takes. You've got some professional equipment over there for recording. Got the good mic, got the good board, got the good, you got the good sound rack over there so you can record and make it sound quality.
In technical terms, I've got the good shit.
Yeah, you got the good shit. So you have the ability to sit there in your own little recording studio and read these chapters, which is books on tape, as the old, the releasing books on tape.
Right, the audio book.
Yeah, but it's not on tape anymore. It's just the audio book.
Yep.
So you can listen to it on MP3 if you're, like to drive in the car and just listen. Or if you're just too lazy and don't know words, you can have somebody read you a story. Well, you've attempted and you've successfully recorded your entire book on audio.
I have.
But in the past, we've pre-recorded the Classic Metal Show, and we've played some, kind of fuck-ups.
Right.
Because it's not always easy to pre-record.
It's definitely not.
So you sent over your fuck-ups, more or less.
Yeah, some of them.
Trying to record your new book, Motley Crue, Cause and Effect.
Right.
And here's some of the outtakes.
Yeah. It was just fun, man. It wasn't fun to do the audiobook at all. I'll be honest. I'm going to do more of them. I'm probably going to do Call Me Chris and Victories as well. And I'm going to definitely do the Metallica. I'm about halfway through the Metallica book now because the audio company wants them. And apparently the Motley one is already doing well, which is great. But it's a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass to not sound dull. You know what I mean? And for me, I was trying my damnedest not to sound all choppy. Yeah, I mean, have you ever listened to an audiobook before?
I can't say that I have.
Okay. Well, when you listen to them, a lot of times you can hear where they edit stuff.
Yeah. If they stop or they have any ambient noise in the background, you could tell where they stop and start the audio, or if they don't edit it together correctly.
Right.
It is choppy.
Or if they don't read a full sentence, like if they're going along and they're reading a sentence and they fuck up a word, they'll just start again from that word. And as I found out, that doesn't work. It always sounds, that first word back always sounds fucked up.
Yeah, because your inflection is different.
Yeah. So I went and I tried really hard, and I don't know if I did it well or not, but I tried really hard to make it sound like I was telling the stories instead of reading the stories, which meant I kept fucking up a lot. And you know me, I get frustrated very quickly. I mean, you guys, the fans, do not know this probably too well, but you want to get me cussing and screaming, let me have a technical problem over here that you and I can't fix in like 2 minutes. How many times have we had technical problems where you hear me throwing shit or I just walk away for a while?
Or you just go, fuck!
Yep, or I'm like, all right, show's over. Fuck this. I'm not booting my computer. Show's fucking over. Because I don't have the patience for it. So these clips, at least some of these clips, when you hear them, you'll just hear me getting more and more frustrated and just fucking cussing myself out. Which is kind of fun. It's funny to listen to now. It wasn't funny when I was doing it, but it's pretty funny.
All right, well, we'll play a few of these and see what we can discover while Chris is trying to record his audio book.
All right.
Let's just play one.
All right, go ahead.
Quaternary is an interesting accompaniment. Quaternary is an interesting accompaniment to the Motley Crue. Quaternary is an interesting... Come on, dick fuck. Quaternary is an interesting accompaniment to the Motley Crue release, and really kind of represents what was going on with the band at the time.
What are you, 60 years old? You can't read right, man?
One fucking sentence took me a minute.
Yeah.
One stupid sentence.
When you start stumbling over the words that you actually wrote.
Yeah, I know. That makes it even worse because you know what you're supposed to say, and then you're just like,
yeah,
get it out of my mouth.
Well, that just reminds me of some of the pre-records we used to do years ago.
Yeah, it is. It's exactly the same.
You'd start out, you go, it is your classic. It is your classic. God damn it.
Yeah.
It is your classic metal show right here on the classicmetalshow.com. That is Queensryche from their Operation.
Yep. Exactly.
Then you start all over again.
Mm-hmm. Because you don't want it to sound all clipped.
Yeah. And you lose your concentration like in the middle of your thought.
Yep. And then once you get frustrated, you're all kinds of fucked.
Yeah. All right. Here's another one.
That's right, folks. A crematory, as in burning bodies, sticking them in an urn, and providing false sorrow to the families as they come to pick up Joe. Stick them in their oversized purse and walk away as if somehow... Stick them in their oversized purse and walk away as if that was somehow honoring their lost loved one. Fuck, last word. Stick them in their oversized purse and walk away as if that was somehow honoring their lost loved one.
Blah, blah, blah.
Stick him in their oversized purse and walk away as if that was somehow honoring their lost loved one.
Yep. There you go.
Perfect.
Yeah. Well, somebody that I know who probably has experience with trying to pre-record is our friend Kendall Peters.
She's doing pre-recording her show?
Yeah, she did Metal and Kendall.
Right.
And she would put that out every week. And, I guarantee you that she probably had those moments.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Where it was just like, yeah, that was... All right, start again.
Yep, I know. It's fucking hard.
It's there's a lot more to it than just sitting there and just spouting it out.
Yeah. It is. It's definitely not simple.
Now I see our friend Joe Cleon is in the chat room.
Mm-hmm.
And he did commercial radio for a lot of years.
Sure.
And I'm sure that he's probably pre-recorded a show or two in his lifetime.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sure that he's probably experienced that as well.
Yep. Oh, I'm certain. Dude, anybody that's ever done this has.
Hey, it's WRQK. It's Joe Cleon right here, and we're blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm. Take 2, take 3. And the worst is commercials, because you really don't have any passion or care, but you got to try and pretend like you do. I remember when I used to have to do those at 92.3, it used to make me crazy. It was like, hey, it's Chris Aiken from The Metal Show, and I just want to tell you, if you need some tires, there's nowhere better to get them than Deffer Tire. Deffer Tire's having a great sale this week on white walls. It's like, it would be like, I've never been to this tire place. I don't know what they're fucking talking about. Having a great special this week on R18s if you're interested. 155 R18s. It's the kind you need. So come on down over here at the corner of Parma and Lee, and it's Deffer Tire. Ugh. And I would just walk out feeling cheap. Yeah. It's like, why am I fucking telling people that like me that I fucking endorse this shitbag company that I don't even get paid for it? I get my fucking rate that I would get to do my show. It was just part of it was doing reads. We had to record reads going into the show.
Look at Joe in the chat room. I hated commercials of shitty companies that and pretended they were great.
That was what we used to have to do.
And Kendall Peters, I did, Neely, I did.
That was what it was. The commercials were always the worst. The commercials were constantly like, especially if it was something that you just had no interest in. I remember one time I had to do a commercial for a veterinary clinic. And you know me with fucking pets. I have no interest in pets. I just as soon see them run over than have one. I'm not a pet guy. And here I am going, if you got a pet that has a problem, there's no better doctor than Dr. Smith at, Cleveland Veterinary Clinic. Over at Cleveland Veterinary Clinic, they have specials in spade and neutering. And it's like, oh, Jesus, what am I doing? Why am I reading this shit? Why am I pretending that I fucking care? But I had to do it. It had to be done. And it used to make me crazy because I would get calls and stuff during the week. And it would be my friends making fun of me because they would hear the commercials during the week. They'd be like, you never fucking went to State Fish. You don't buy fish from there. It's like, shut up. Just leave me alone. Stop listening to the station, you fuck.
Hey, anytime I need tires, I go to Levin Tire.
That's right.
Where all of your Goodyear specials. I have a set of Goodyears on my car.
If you need a good cut of salmon, there's not a better place than State Fish. Right across the street from Nautica, State Fish is where you go to get your quality fish. They have swordfish this week, 3 pounds for only $4.99. It's like, shut up. Enough.
All right.
Hate that shit.
All right, let's see you bumble through some more chapters here.
All right.
I always thought about how our building had no name of the business or a sign on it and wondered if the fish place had asked...
Here's the fish place right across from Nautica.
Yeah, right there it is.
I always thought about how our building had no name of the business or sign on it and wondered if the fish place had asked them not to do so. Asked them not to do so.
I'm reading my own words.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure them out.
I'm trying to figure out what words I wrote here.
That's right.
So, not to.
And I can't figure it out.
There we go.
It doesn't sound right.
I always thought about how the building had no name of the business or sign on it and wondered if the fish place had asked them not to so it wouldn't sabotage their business any.
It's not a good sentence.
No, you ended with a prepositional phrase.
Of course.
All right, here's another one.
I've never found them Fuck, how many times am I going to say I've never found them? I've never found them the least bit compelling musically.
In other words, they fucking suck.
But how many times do I got to stumble over that fucking 6-word sentence?
I know. Villoos, have Jennifer read your book live.
Holy smokes, that would be awesome.
This was not the only seemingly dishonest thing going on. This was not the only seemingly dishonest thing going... Damn it, come on, dude.
Are you talking to yourself now?
I really was.
Come on, dude. All right.
That said, though, the whole thought of a superstar of Six's caliber at the time reaching out to a second-tier band singer to work with him on their next release always seemed like a fishy story that was led by the media. Fuck. Wrong sentence.
Was that part of the book? Fuck.
No, I think that was edited out.
Oh, okay.
That has always felt like a story that was floated out there so that Six wouldn't look like a poaching dickhead and would be able to save face with musicians that came from the...
How come you didn't use pilfering dickweed?
I just went with my own.
Poaching. You referred to him as Six.
Yeah.
He's Six Man.
No, I mean, you only say their first name once in a chapter.
Right.
You just use their first name or their last name.
Sure.
Still, to me, it was the guitars that always felt off on this song. Not to me again.
Take two.
Still, to me, it was... Fuck. Come on, dude.
All right, take three.
Still, to me, it was the guitars...
All right.
That always just... Change that, too.
All right, change that. All right, take four.
That always felt...
Are you ready yet, dude?
Just a bit.
All right. Okay, roll them.
Still, to me, it was the guitars that always felt just a bit off on this song.
Oh, that fucking editing for that.
Yeah. All right.
There's parts that blatantly steal from their... God damn, every sentence? There's parts that blatantly steal from their theater of pain sound, but more times than not, the playing is largely unrecognizable to anything else on the record. Come on, dickhead. There's parts that blatantly steal from their theater of pain sound, but more times than not, the playing is largely unrecognizable to anything else on the record of the disc.
I like how you question your own words.
My own word. I'm like, what?
My own words aren't making any sense.
What is this shit?
On the record.
I think I'm rewriting as we go.
On the disc. I wonder that's coming out fucked up. Take 99. There's parts that blatantly steal from their theater of pain sound, but more times than not, the playing is largely unrecognizable to anything else on the disc, or the rest of the catalog for that matter.
Ta-da! So there's a lot more to just writing a book and then trying to do the audio version.
It really is. It was definitely a chore, to say the least. I can't imagine how long it's going to take me to do fucking Call Me Chris.
Wow.
Because that book's like 3 times the thickness of the fucking Motley book, and the Motley book took me a month.
Yeah, is James Earl Jones available?
Yeah, really. Just get one of those. I would love to get somebody that's like half a tard to read it, though. That would be great. Natalie. That'd be great. So Motley Crue was like a band, right? What comes to mind?
6. It's got double X's in the name. What's the story behind that?
Yeah, what's that about? How come you weren't 5? Did you ever consider being Nikki 7?
Gregory in the chat room. Doover could read it.
Oh, Doover read. A Doover read would be great.
Yeah, Doover.
That would be fun.
All right. So if you bought the Cause and Effect Motley Crue book, not only did you get the reading part, but if you bought the audio version as well, there was a lot of time and effort that went into delivering that final product.
Yeah, the final product is good. I will say the final product is a pretty good listen, but it sure was a bitch to get there.
There you go. So you got a little inside look as to what it takes to record an audio book.
Yeah. So now go buy it, you fucks.
Yeah. Where do they get it, Chris?
Well, let me tell you, Neely. Anybody that's interested in the new book, Cause and Effect, Motley Crue, should go over to the website, www.chrishagenbooks.com. It's on sale now, just in time for Christmas for the holidays. Entertain yourself as you get to the office by listening to Cause and Effect, Motley Crue, in stores now anywhere that sells books or audiobooks. Get it today.
Nice.
Well, that's better than any read I did of the fucking book itself.
Yeah, it's easier to just go off the cuff than it is to actually read the words.
Exactly. No, you can get it over at the website, chrisaikenbooks.com or Amazon. The audiobook is on like audible.com and audiobooks.com and nook.com and TuneIn. If you have a TuneIn premium subscription, you can hear the book for free, I think. There's basically anywhere that you can hear this shit is where you can get it from, I think.
Excellent.
I think anywhere but iTunes. I think for whatever reason, contractually, we weren't allowed to sell it on iTunes.
Okay. Which
kind of sucks, but, is what it is.
Right.
It's still a pretty good contract.
Sure.
I mean, you're going to put out a book. How many of those Lemmy things do you think we have? Do you think we have 6 hours of Lemmy stuff?
I don't know if it's that long. I think there's probably about 300 clips.
Okay.
So each one is probably about a minute or so long. So we're about 300 minutes.
That's 5 hours.
300 minutes is 5 hours?
Well,
60 divided into 300. Yeah, I guess you're about right.
It's 5 hours.
Yeah, that's 5 hours worth of Lemmy.
So we might do like How Has Lemmy 1 and 2. What do you think of that?
That'd be cool.
And we'll sell 2 books of How Has Lemmy Influenced Your Career. And, all we'll have to do is you and I will just have to do an intro. We'll just have to do one, like an intro read and an outro read. And that should be easy enough.
Sure.
Since I've dedicated all my books to Lemmy, I would think that I could probably work up 2 minutes to talk.
There you go.
Shouldn't be tough. So, yeah, but that's something I do want to do. And since we're monetizing the show in every way, shape, or form, might as well get that Lemmy book. I mean, we've had those clips forever. It's time, don't you think?
Yeah, for years. And we've owned, and I've owned the domain for 10 years.
Yeah, so we can build a website behind it.
LemmyTales.com.
Yeah, we'll build that up, sell the book or the audio book. And, that'll be good.
Sure.
Dude, if we wanted to transcribe it out, we could sell it as a regular book. We have all the clips.
That is true.
Interesting thought.
Mm-hmm.
But for sure, I want to do. Don't you think the audiobook would be? I think people would love that.
Yeah, I think they'd like to actually hear the words from the artist.
Yeah, I think so. I think that would be a good, consistent listen that people would drop, $5 or whatever to listen to.
Why not?
Yeah, I'm all for that. At least they get something for their money.
Exactly.
It's not a fucking Patreon page.
Yeah, that worked out real well.
Yeah, what did we get, $20?
Yeah.
Of course, we didn't pimp like everybody else. It seems like everybody else is better at pimping than we are. Everybody else always like that does, and I don't just, I know we're goofing on it, but I don't care if people want to shake the cup and make money with their Patreon or whatever. That's fine, but you and I just don't care enough to actually, like, at the end of every segment or at the end of every show to be like, if you like the show tonight, make sure you go over to our Patreon link and throw us $1. I can't imagine us doing that. Can you?
No, it's never been I've never done that from day one, and I don't intend on doing that now.
Yeah, I'd rather, like, I don't mind selling the books because it's like something.
Yeah, you're getting something for your money.
Yeah,
a physical product.
Yeah, and if you're into that, here it is. And it's not really the show. The books are kind of outside of the show, which to me is makes it okay. But even the stuff that's inside, like the shirts for you, I think that's okay because you're not saying, hey, well, you listen to the show, so give me some money.
No.
You're saying if you want to represent the show, here's the shirt. That's how you can support the show. And it's really not about the money. I mean,
it doesn't really support the show. It just goes back to buying additional merchandise to make it available, because between the international shipping that I end up eating and the domestic shipping, it all just balances out to where it's almost a break-even thing. So it doesn't really make any money at all.
Yeah, it's just something that we do to further the show, or you do.
Or I just like people wearing the CMS swag around the world. That's all I care about.
And I got to admit, it is cool when I go to a show and I see somebody in one of our shirts.
Right.
That is a fucking cool feeling. And I don't know, do you go up to them?
Oh, yeah. It's like,
I never do.
Oh, I do. It's just like, oh, dude, you got one of my shirts. Oh, my God, it's Neely.
Yeah, I see them at shows and I just, hey, that's cool. You know, if they come up to me, I will obviously take the picture or whatever. But I'm always afraid that it's going to be some stalker fuck. I'm always afraid.
And that is a concern. I will agree with you.
I'm so afraid that I'm going to say, hey, how you doing? You know, thanks for buying the shirt, whatever. And it's going to be 4 hours of me not enjoying the show because I'm going to hear every funny thing that this guy ever thought that I ever said.
Right.
Dude, do you remember in 2009 when you said, and he broke his neck? That was the funniest thing I ever fucking heard, dude. But almost as funny was in 2007 when you were interviewing that guy. Ugh, no, just thanks for buying the shirt.
Thanks for
now
listening.
Turn around, watch the band.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's like, I mean, I appreciate it to no end, but I've had that happen several times, and you have too. I know it.
Mm-hmm.
Where you don't want to. I'm just going to share the reality. We love knowing that the fans listen to the show,
right?
And we love. I'll stress this as me because I know you hate fucking people. I love meeting the fans and shaking hands with them and having a beer with them and all that. But I don't go to a show to hang out with fans necessarily.
Or be the entertainment.
Yeah, I don't want to be any part of the entertainment. I'm happy to shake hands. Most of the time, I'm the one that buys beers for fans and whatever. I love doing all that stuff. But it's beyond annoying when I go and then it's like, holy mother of fuck. You know, I'm trying to watch Anthrax and I got this guy in my ear saying, dude, don't you think they'd be better if John Bush was up there tonight? You know, I was much, like you said in 2011 when you interviewed John in his back porch, you know, this, and it's like, dude, just watch the fucking show. Please. You know, just watch the show. No, that's all.
Look at all those fan photos in the chat room.
I know. What's funny is, and you're the one that hates people.
No, I don't mind. It's just like I'm not here to be the entertainment. I'll come in, I'll say hello, I'll shake a hand. It's just like, hey, I'll take a picture. It's like, cool, glad to know you, glad that you're out here. Thanks for buying the shirt.
Yeah,
you know, all that other stuff. But like, look.
Who spent that much time doing Photoshop?
Phil Lewis, holy shit. He's injected Cookie Burner, me. Who else is in that photo? Jennifer's in that photo.
Who's the guy with the glasses and the mustache? Is that like a real guy or is that a Photoshop?
No, I think that's a Photoshop too.
Who is that guy? I don't know.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That's hysterical. Phil Lewis. Jeez.
Who's that?
I don't know. Who is that?
Is that Don?
I think that's Don and
whoever that girl is, I guess.
Yeah. Who put that in there?
The girl, Chrissy.
Okay.
Chrissy Singh Peel Shanker.
All right. Yeah, that is Don.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Don gets paid to take those pictures. We don't. He's walking out of there with 10 grand in his pocket. We're
nice.
Not.
Right.
I'm walking out of there down a hundy.
So good. Love it. All right, let's play a couple of tunes.
All right.
I'm going to play a band called Born of Fire.
All right.
And this one comes from their Dead Winter Sun release. And this one is called Cast the Last Stone, exclusively here
on your classic metal show.